Greetings, fellow investigators, and welcome back to our video podcast, Into the Darkness, where my friends and I play the Call of Cthulhu role-playing game. I'm your host, Tom Rayleigh. Our scenario is The Mummy of Pemberly Grange. It was written by Allan, Carey, and Nick Holland. It's available on Drive-Thru RPG. Our game master is Allan, and this is a one-shot. So without any further delay, let's begin our journey into the darkness. Alex?
Thank you, Tom. So our story begins on a brisk spring afternoon in 1922. A group of party guests are attending a mummy unwrapping party hosted by the wealthy young socialite and Egyptophile Jessica Pemberly. The party is located at Pemberly Grange on the outskirts of Arkham, Massachusetts. Now, some of you have arrived a little early. Lucy Dowling and Clayton Moody, could you describe your characters, please, as you pull up to this opulent single-story country house?
Well, I am Clayton Moody, and I am 26 years old, male, and I'm a dilettante. How I am dressed is the fashion of time, three-piece suit, have like a cute little handkerchief hanging out from my coat pocket, and I'm really excited. Dark brown hair, green eye, just lit with excitement to finally see Jessica once again, hopefully to talk with her and such.
Yes, I'm Lucy Dowling. I'm a reporter. I'm dressed in practical clothes fitting to the season, so a long coat, a gray scarf, and a very large hat. I have a camera with me, a notepad, and a pen, if I'm not completely mistaken. Yeah. I'm also carrying an overnight bag, and I'm very anxious and looking if there's anyone already there that I should know. And then I'm going to take some notes and maybe sneak in a picture of the mansion.
Of course. Excellent. So you head up over to the front door, you knock, and it's answered by an older butler. And he bows politely and says, "Welcome to the party. I am Mason. Let me get your coat, your hat. Let me get all those, and please make sure that you sit in the library. I can bring you drinks and whatnot. But welcome. Jessica's in her room right now, writing." So he has you go in, and you sit in this very, once again, opulent library. There's the smell of incense burning in the air, and it just wafts the smells of vanilla, sage, lavender. The building is also just covered in balloons. And as you sit down, you are handed a bag of party favors. So
I look into the party favors.
Right. So it's various knickknacks, all Egyptian themed.
Oh, lovely.
Yes.
All right.
And next to arrive is Professor Farouk Bassar and Mrs. Gertrude Howard as you drive up to the house.
Professor Farouk Bassar is a middle-aged professor. He has a walking cane, which supports his unsteady steps up to the mansion door. He also has an overnight bag with him.
Oh, yes. I'm Mrs. Gertrude Howard of the Nob Hill Howards. To be perfectly honest, I'm here tonight to see if Miss Pemberly is worthy of our social circle. I should be able to introduce her to some further fancy people, and I'm more curious in seeing how she runs her household and so forth. The mummy's an interesting sort of sideline, but we'll see. I hope she doesn't mind smoking.
Excellent. So you knock on the door, and Mason does his formalities. Welcome. Mrs. Gertrude Howard. Pleasure to have you here.
Yes, darling.
And I see Professor. I'll take your coat, and I will escort you to the library. There's some other party goers waiting. And do please let me know if you'd like any drinks or if I can help you with anything else. And last but not least, Rupert Bevan arrives on scene.
Yes, my name is Rupert Bevan. I am a very successful businessman, and I am dressed in a extremely well-tailored tweed suit. And I briskly walk up to the front door and firmly knock.
And you are answered by Mason the butler. Ah, Mr. Bevan, Jessica will be quite pleased to see that you have made it tonight.
Oh, yes. Mason, good to see you, man. How are you?
Very good, sir. Please come into the library and make yourself at home. And you are escorted to the library. The room itself is just filled with books. The windows are very tall. They go from basically the waistline to the ceiling, letting in all this daylight. And there's also just stacks upon stacks of books about Egyptology. And you see everyone else.
From a quick glance at that stack of books, do I notice whether it's like crank stuff, like Egypt, fun Egypt, or is it like serious Egyptology?
It's really a hodgepodge. If it's about Egypt, it's probably in this book. In this library. And you all get settled.
Darling, could you bring me an aviator, an aviation, I believe it's called. Do you have creme de violette?
Yes, of course. Right away.
Excellent, thank you.
Would anyone else like drinks?
Some whiskey would do.
Yes, sir.
Yes, I think I'll take anything you have. Anything you have will accompany this desecration of objects of my home country.
Now, Professor Hewitt, who will be arriving later tonight, will take great care of the mummy.
I'm
So
sure
no
he
need
will.
to worry.
Would you mind me following you, Mason?
Of course. Yes, of course. And before we continue, on the wall of the library is a blueprint of the entire Grange. So you'll be following Mason to the kitchen. So he walks down the corridor below this crystal chandelier that looks just beautiful as it refracts the light. And he goes all the way to the kitchen where he will start making drinks. As you take a look into the reception room, you notice that the mummy is there and it's just laying on the table. Among other things, there's some canopic jars as well on a side table on display, as well as some other party decorations like more balloons and chairs that have been set up. So he goes into the kitchen, and if you insist, you can watch him make drinks as he does so.
Yeah, that's perfect. I'll ask him questions about all the participants of the event. Who is invited? Why? A bit about our host.
Of course. Miss Pemberly is very excited to for this unwrapping party, as she has discovered that she has some ancestry in Egypt as well, related to some of the pharaohs.
Oh,
yes.
Why
As you know, she is a
nice.
big donor to Arkham University, the Miskatonic.
And this is where all the professors get involved, or?
Some professors. She's working with Professor Hewitt at Miskatonic, who has been away and abroad on archaeological digs.
Hmm.
So,
would you say they are close friends or just friends?
They're new friends.
Hmm.
They're new friends. She's funding his expedition.
Oh,
And he continues to make some drinks, and he puts them onto a serving cart and starts to roll it back at the library. How's everyone doing? Some of you are smoking. Yeah.
I'm looking around at the books. Books can be so decorative, you know.
I would
Yeah.
like to look into the mummy itself.
Okay.
If anything
of
stands
course.
out to me.
And
So you're going to head out of the library into the reception room?
Yeah.
Very well. What about everyone else?
Actually, Clayton would like to see if Miss Pemberly needs help getting ready.
Okay.
Yeah, you'll seek her.
Right. So just as you finished saying that, there, Jessica Pemberly walks down the corridor and into the library. She said, and she's currently dressed in this flowing and frilled blue dress. She's got a bob haircut and a silver tiara on, and she says, "Friends, so excited to have you here for the unwrapping party. Mrs. Howard, pleasure to have you here.
My charmed, my dear.
And the Professor Bassar, I'm glad to have you here as the academic.
Yes.
I think you might make good conversation with Professor Hewitt."
So your intention to have me here is to make conversation?
Yes, and I hope to establish a better working relationship with you. If you would like to maybe go on some expeditions, I'd be happy to fund you.
Well, no, you're talking about something I do care about.
Yes. And Clayton, it's great to see your face again.
Oh,
You're so fun to hang out with.
Oh yes, I've been waiting for so long. I'm very excited for this unwrapping party, and you look
Yes, of
gorgeous.
course. Thank you.
As you
You're quite handsome as well.
Oh, thank you.
And last but not least, Mr. Bevan, great to have you here. I hope you like what you see.
I am very nice to see you again. I am very interested in what you have to show us. So,
Of course. Now it's just to wait for the Professor Hewitt. He is an expert in his field as well, and he will be doing the unwrapping personally. And at this point, Mason comes in with his push tray of drinks, and he's followed by Lucy. Oh, Lucy! I'm glad to have you here to take a record of this amazing moment in history.
Yes, certainly.
And Professor, you're standing up and you're heading over to the reception room where the mummy is. Of course, you can look. If you'd like, you can all take a look. We can take a walk over.
Of course.
Oh yes, I'm quite interested what you have, Jessica.
Okay, so you walk down the corridor once more, and you step into the reception room. Or lying down on a table is the mummy itself. It's wrapped in the wrappings that have kind of been dried, and it's been excavated and brought over from Egypt. It's got a feminine form, and on the side there's these canopic jars, pale white, and they have the heads of animals.
Interesting. They, right to understand, they kept the organs of the person in the jars.
Yes, that is correct. They're quite lovely, aren't they?
Yes, the jars are beautiful.
Yeah, I ask, how did you acquire these?
Professor Hewitt sent them over, and he excavated them when he was in Cairo.
so these canoptic jars, they go along with this mummy.
Yes, that's correct. Would anyone like to do anything else?
Is there any knowledge? Is there any understanding of what the different faces mean?
Yes, of course.
Perhaps
I believe
Professor Farouk can tell us. No.
Yes, why doesn't Professor Farouk tell us?
I'll snap a picture of Professor Farouk in this instant when he gets asked by people.
Would Egyptology or archaeology work? What
Yes,
would you...
of course. Go ahead and roll whichever.
That is a fail, but I'll spend luck.
Okay,
Perfect.
sure.
For normal.
Okay, so with a normal, you know that different animal heads contained different organs in these jars. So like a human head would look after the liver, the baboon head would look after the lungs, jackal would look after the stomach, and usually a falcon would look after like the intestines as their guardians.
And after saying that, I'll just add on that this, of course, is all the history of a place that is many, many miles from here. And all of these items have been taken far, far away from where their owners ever meant to inter them. Think on that what you will.
Jessica just nods along, smiles.
Yes, but isn't Egypt filled with grave robbers?
Well, it's for the thrill, right? And Clayton just looking at the mummy quite closely.
Well, if the wealth of history can be spent to have a quick thrill for an afternoon, I suppose that's your decision.
Oh, you'd love Professor Hewitt.
Is he arriving soon?
Yes, he should be arriving after dinner.
Oh, all right.
So, Miss Pemberly, would you happen to be related to this mummy in some way?
Oh, maybe. I've recently discovered that I do have some ancestry that goes all the way back to Egypt. So perhaps that'd be exciting. And she poses for a picture.
Yeah, I'll maybe
Next
with the mummy. Do we have a name of the mummy in any way?
No.
I think they come in these small things.
Oh, the sarcophaguses?
No, cartouches,
no, they,
my dear. You're talking
yes,
about.
Yes. These.
I have a piece of jewelry at home with a cartouche on it.
I believe Professor Hewitt would know more information on this. Yes. He's really the expert in the field.
So, Jessica, what possessed you to purchase legally from Egypt a mummy?
Oh, really? It's part thrill and it's for, let's say, knowledge and also to have a party. It's always fun to have a party. I would even say that hopefully we make some discoveries tonight.
Oh, what are you thinking of discovering?
Oh, well, the methods of mummification firsthand.
I'll assure you, it is quite understood how mummification is done. So I don't know if we'll be learning anything about that.
I'm sure it'd be delightful to see with our own eyes how the process has been done, and it's just so joyous.
Others have written about this for you to read it. You don't need to.
But seeing it with your own eyes.
Yes,
experience.
exactly, Professor. It's important to see things at first hand. I'm Jessica. I'm really excited, like to learn more about this, and and your ancestry data going back to Egypt. That's wonderful news. I just cannot wait.
Well,
Really.
Is it really, though? I mean, I would be interested to know your entire family is Scotch, but how far back do you think that your ancestors and the Egyptian, was it the Greek Egyptians or the Egyptian Egyptians?
I believe it's the Egyptian Egyptians. Isn't it so romantic?
What was your maiden name, darling?
Pemberly is my maiden name.
Because this woman,
you're not married.
No, she's not.
because this woman is 1/1000th Egyptian, doesn't mean she has any skin in the game of Egypt, nor does she have her heart in Egypt's interests.
Well, Mr. Farouk, or Mr. Bassar, you've made it very clear that you're not in favor of tonight's festivities. Why were you invited?
Well, perhaps she can tell you that. I came out of spite, maybe.
Well, I'd
A
like you to
vague
talk
interest.
to Dr. Hewitt, and perhaps you'd become great friends since you are in the same field.
Perhaps. I would like to pick his brain.
Well, let's have dinner. Mason has a wonderful roast going.
Yes, let's eat before we look at the dead body on the table.
Oh, sounds wonderful. I would like more whiskey, please. I think I finished my.
Of course, sir. And he pours you another glass, and you all have dinner.
Mr. Bevan, what brings you here as a businessman? How are you interested in Egypt?
I have a cursory interest in Egypt. I certainly, I think I was invited more because of my previous engagements with Miss Pemberly. As a businessman, and she is always interested in investing and other types of business. So I would imagine that is probably why I'm here.
I see.
Mr. Bassar, have you ever been to a mummy unwrapping, or?
I've been in the context where mummies have been unwrapped. I've never been to a mummy unwrapping, as you all seem to be interested in calling it.
Could there be like beautiful jewelry underneath all of that cloth?
Would I know whether that was true or not?
No.
No.
I thought perhaps we'd find treasure.
Whatever treasure there was to find has been taken by the grave robbers and whatever the profiteers that sold it here, or I suppose it was found in a dig, and the profiteers in the dig who gave it here to be destroyed, they must have taken everything and itemized it. It's gone now.
Oh,
Your
I
own
can't wait.
countrymen.
I can't wait for you to meet my darling new Egyptologist friend, Professor Brassar.
So why is he late? Did he say that he's coming later? Or?
Yes, why he is quite tardy at this point, isn't it?
Oh, he doesn't really like the formalities and the partying. He's very stoic. And as you're finishing up dinner, there is a knock on the door. Oh, yes, that must be him. Right on time. Mason, he gives a polite bow. He says, I will retrieve him.
Well, I'm interested in getting this man's take on the events that are occurring here.
Of course. If you'd like, we can head over to the reception room. believe he
yes.
wants to get started right away.
Let's.
Quite a rush.
Yes. Now Mason arrives at the reception room with Dr. Hewitt. He's a man who is wearing a tweed suit. He's got circular glasses on, and he's quite stout. And he gives a head nod at the group.
Well, Professor, I've expressed some interest in waiting for you with some of these other people. I wanted to know whether you thought this was a desecration of some important artifacts for the history of Egypt.
And you are?
My name is Professor Farouk Bassar.
Well, I'd be sure to sit down and discuss this with you after I've unwrapped this mummy for our host here.
So you're doing it for the host. There's no sort of research interest here.
Yes, that is correct. She is a benefactor of my digs.
Ah, I see. So this is a cost then. A cost that you can pay for with. All right. Well, it's a dirty business, I suppose. In archaeology, we do get our hands dirty.
That is correct.
Professor Hewitt, is this one of yours that you dug up?
Yes.
I suppose you have to find your lady somewhere.
He doesn't respond to that.
Oh, Mason, more whiskey, please.
Yes, of course.
Yes, more
My
whiskey.
goodness, Mr. Clayton, you certainly drink a lot of whiskey.
You know, I'm just quite delighted. Like let's get to unwrapping.
Yes,
Jessica,
delighted.
Let's go.
All right. So, without further dilly-dally, Professor Hewitt, he starts to unwrap the mummy, starting from the feet, removing the wrappings and revealing the desiccated flesh. And he starts to go up. Now he's at the knees, and then the torso. And he starts working on the face with his tools and his scalpel. And he's retrieved this from like a leather suitcase. He's put it to the side. And he unwraps the face. And it is the splitting image of Jessica Pemberly. So I'd like everyone to roll sand for me, please.
Not desiccated?
It looks desiccated.
I got an 8, so I passed.
A pass.
I
Okay.
fail.
Okay, failure is a D3, pass is a 1.
2.
Right. And Jessica, she just and she just passes out. She faints. And while this is happening, Professor Hewitt, he pulls out a large curved dagger from his tweed suit, and he says, "The curse of 1,000 years is upon you all! You shall die, and she shall live again." And he plunges it into his chest, and he's just bleeding all over this mummy. What's everyone doing?
I'm going over to Jessica. It's like, oh goodness, Jessica, please.
I wonder how much it cost her to put on this show.
It's quite
Wonder how
very
much-
convincing, isn't it? This is quite fascinating.
That knife
Right.
looked like it was in really high quality.
He pulls the knife out of his chest, and he's starting to charge towards you. So, Lucy, what are you doing?
I was about to take a picture of this,
Let's say you do.
and then
You
I'm
took a
going to
picture.
run. If he's going to charge me, I'm going
Oh,
to
yeah.
run.
Yeah, he's just bleeding everywhere. There's blood all
Yeah.
over his suit. So you're running. Sounds
Yeah.
good to me. Clayton?
Seeing how Jessica fainted and seeing how the professor is being this way, he's going to charge him, trying to take him down.
All right. Let's see. A roll of some sort. Maybe a fighting brawl.
Yeah, it's not that good, but anything for Jessica. Nope, he failed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. So he's going to try and fight back. Let's see. Just slashes with this curved blade, and he succeeded. So he nicks you, and you take 5 damage. Yeah, maybe it was a little deeper than a nick, as he gets you in the shoulder, and you're bleeding. Your shirt is starting to get soaked in red.
Oh, you horrible ruffian! I'm going to whack him with my fan.
Okay, let's see a roll. Let's see a fighting brawl roll, Gertrude. And then let's have Professor Bassar go next.
This is going to be very funny if...
Okay.
Oh, I got a 3. Yeah, I got a 3. That's an extreme.
Okay.
Whack him with my fan.
Okay, so, yeah, why don't you roll roll a d4.
A D4.
Yeah. Actually, no, the extreme is just straight up max damage. Okay, you whap him in the head with the fan, doing 4 damage.
And then I
you
back
stun him.
up. Oh,
All right.
oh.
All right, Professor Bassar.
Jesus.
I'll hit him with the cane.
All right, excellent.
Fair.
Okay, so with a fail, you try to swing, and you actually knock one of the lamps that was sitting over, and it just shatters. That lamp probably cost hundreds of dollars. And now it is Dr. Hewitt. And as he ducks out of the way from the cane, still bleeding, he's going to slash at you with his dagger. And he hits. That's going to be 3 damage to you, Farouk, as he plunges it into your shoulder. And then he starts to cough and sputter, and he just collapses to the floor. Unmoving. Everyone loses 10 power.
10
Please
power.
record this.
Mason, can you get some first aid I have quite a gash.
I must attend to Mrs. Pemberly, and then I will call the authorities right away.
Please, or right away. Oh, Gertrude. Oh, please. I know it's been a traumatic experience. Calm down. Everything is fine.
I think Jessica's feeling that Mr. Hewitt, or Professor Hewitt, is what a horrible, horrible man.
Ghastly.
Did you stop him? I'll pick up, make a photo, hide again.
Oh yeah, he's laying there on the ground, a pool of blood just emanating from his body.
Be sure, Mrs. Dowling, that you get that in your paper, that I whacked him with my fan. And I taught him a lesson. Oh.
The show, she was... I mean, it's quite exciting. Look how much blood I have lost. But
no. I must sit down.
Now Mason is going to carry Jessica over to the library where she can be laid down upon a futon.
I want to go over and inspect Dr. Hewitt and look at this knife that he had.
Okay. Yeah. So as you pick up this black curved dagger, it is just made of some kind of rare rock. Maybe it's highly polished. You think it's like obsidian?
Oh.
And obviously it's soaked in this dark blood. And he's gotten blood everywhere. It's Farouk's blood, Clayton's blood. It's all over the place. There's also blood on the mummy.
Is there any items that Ed Rupert, can you check if he's had any other weapons? A gun or something?
Yeah, I was gonna check actually to see, if he had anything on his person. Did he have any kind of like tattoos? Any odd markings like that?
Okay, so you're gonna tear away his shirt, and yeah, there's some tattoos. There's what looks like to be hieroglyphics.
Can I attempt to read it?
Of course.
Mr. Professor, would you say that this behavior is typical for a member of your faculty?
No. That is a success.
Okay, so yeah, these hieroglyphics, they are representations, and they represent eternity, fertility, spring, and youth.
Now, all of these symbols are sort of generative symbols around growth, and even to the point of infinity. He did say something along the lines of someone will live forever. I really do wonder if all of this mummy curse stuff is madness caused by these people that come to Egypt and don't know how to take care of themselves, and they get dehydrated and they kind of lose their minds, I think.
But perhaps there's something on the cloth. He did spend some time unwrapping the thing. Maybe there's poison on it that drove him out of his mind.
I'd like everyone to make a power roll, please.
Success. Wow.
If you fail,
Yes.
you lose 5 power as you're starting to feel drained. And looking at your own skin, it's starting to wrinkle and almost desiccate.
Okay.
So who here failed? All right.
By
so
5. Can I spend luck for this?
Yeah, of course.
Then. Oh, no, I have not that much luck. No.
Okay, very well.
Fine.
So
Fine.
Mason, you can see him running from the library to the kitchen area where they have a telephone. Oh, yes, I must call the authorities.
Mrs. Dowling, are you feeling okay? Like,
Yeah, you can see her skin. It's starting to dry up underneath all the makeup.
you need some water. Maybe I can go to the kitchen to get some water. Does anyone would like some water? I know I need some water.
Is it? But he did have a grave demeanor when he walked in. It was hard to read him at first, but I think his intentions reflect that. He knew he was in his final moments from the very get-go. What do we make of all of this?
Oh, a horrible, horrible situation. Oh,
Robert, this is a strange time for introductions. What are you a businessman of?
I'm a general entrepreneur. I typically invest in various types of business interests. I do find it odd that he said she will live again.
It's reflected in the hieroglyphics as well. I think he's obsessed with it. I don't think this is part of some sort of deep cult. I think more likely this is a neurotic. He's simply out of his wits again.
Cult. You said cult?
I said it was not. I said I don't think it's a cult.
What about the knife?
Mrs. Howard.
I'd like a spot hidden at this point.
Nope. I just...
Regular pass.
Pass. It might be a trick of the light, but the mummy is looking a bit more hydrated as it's laying there on the table.
Yeah. Professor, I am not really a scientist, but this mummy does bear a striking resemblance to Jessica Pemberly.
Might be a fake. Do I know it's not a fake by looking at it? It's completely obvious.
It's a real mummy.
Okay, there are very strange coincidences in the world we live in, and sometimes things play out such that somebody has some features that makes them seem like someone else, and I think we're dealing with that. People expect ancient mummies and such to have radically different bodies than we have, but no, they were people just like us.
Oh, but your own features are very Egyptian, and she's English.
Well, certain variations of human structure can can make someone look like people from far away. Sometimes people have a child that looks like someone from another country. It's just how all of this works.
All this gruesome business. I didn't think it was such a sophisticated thing to unwrap a dead body. And now we have another dead body.
Yes, I think that this grim image provides a gruesome parallel to what you were trying to make a child's game.
But perhaps we should wrap up Mr. Hewitt's body and send it back to Egypt as fair play.
At this point, Mason comes back. I do apologize. Is any of you a medical doctor, or do you know first aid or anything? Jessica Pemberly will not wake up.
Has she? Well, do you have smelling salts?
Yes.
I probably have some smelling salts in my.
Right.
You know, women pass out. We do, don't we, Lucy, darling?
Well, it hasn't happened to me, but then again, I've never worn a corset.
Well, you're a rather butch woman anyway. So.
And I do suppose we should leave this crime scene for the police to investigate.
Yes. Let's leave it at that. Don't want to go near that dead body. Right.
Horrid. Please, why don't we relax in the library? I do have to apologize once more on behalf of Miss Pemberly.
Well, if anything, I'm just gonna go outside and take a smoke. You know, it's a lot to take in. So Clayton's gonna go outside.
Why don't you just smoke in here?
I need some fresh air. You know, the smell of blood, especially blood from myself.
Oh
some
yes,
fresh air would do me good. At least for a little bit. I'll return after.
You did see Professor Farouk that I struck him in self-defense.
Yes, of course. You're quite skilled with that fan you have there.
I guess so. So my karate training.
Okay. So where's everyone? What is everyone doing?
I'll be joining Mr. Moody.
I'll go to the library and sit down in a nice, big, comfortable chair.
Yes, very nice.
There's a terrace, right? We can go there and smoke, looking at the map.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll be right.
Mr. Bevan?
I actually want to go check on Jessica.
Of course, she's in the library. And you, Professor Bassar?
I will be going to the library.
Okay, cool. So as you're in the library, Mason's attending to Jessica, and he's putting these smelling salts next to her nose, and it's not working at all. He says, "Oh dear, oh dear."
Is she breathing?
Yes, she is.
Perhaps you should call the doctor as well.
That's a good idea. All right, I will head directly over there. Our only phone's in the kitchen. Is anyone going with him?
I'll go with Mason.
She promised us an exciting night, but my goodness.
Okay, so Rupert, you're heading over to the kitchen, and that's when he enters the scullery. And he starts to dial on the phone their family doctor. Give me a spot hidden roll.
Oh, no. No.
Okay. Roll sand.
Uh-oh. No.
All
Failed that one.
D8.
Oh, geez. 7.
All right, roll intelligence. We're going to just get the mechanics out of the way so we can determine what happens.
Okay, intelligence. That is a regular pass.
Okay. Do you want to spend some luck to fail?
Yeah, I probably should.
If you'd like.
Actually. Let's see. Wait a minute. How much luck do I need to spend? That's going to be like 25 luck.
Up to you.
Yeah, I'll spend it to fail.
Okay. Sounds good. Well, this is what happens. As he's dialing on the rotary phone, this mummy just appears, right? So you're watching the kitchen door. It doesn't appear from the kitchen door. It's just suddenly behind Mason, and it absolutely twists his head backwards. And he's like an owl, except the only difference is that owls can survive having their heads 180 degrees. And then with a he just tears it off, and there's just blood everywhere. What are you doing? There's a walking, living mummy.
I am pulling my revolver and backing up.
Okay. Are you going to fire?
Oh, yes.
Let's see it. 3, 1.
Ooh, that's nice. That is a hard.
Okay. Sounds good.
Okay. Damage is 1d8. 2.
2. Okay. So you pull out your revolver, with shaking hands. You take aim, and you fire at center mass into this mummy, and doesn't do anything. It just bullet breaks and falls on the floor. It's like the body was metal. And the rest of you who are in the library and on the terrace, you just hear a large gunshot coming from inside. What else are you doing, Rupert? It's turned its attention towards you.
Yeah,
and it's just going for you.
Yeah, I have a very high sense of self-preservation, so I'm going to. And we're in the scullery, you said?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay,
so and give me an intelligence roll.
Okay. Oh my golly! No. 92.
Okay, so you have no idea how it got there. This mummy, this walking, living mummy. So, which way are you running?
I'm going to run into the kitchen, and I'm actually going to run through the kitchen completely and see if I can shut the door and if there's a way to bar the door.
Oh, yes. Yes. There's a table in the kitchen, as well as some heavier tables.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna.
They're pretty heavy. You're an older man, so I'm gonna require strength roll.
Okay.
As you struggle, you throw your cane to the side to get a good grip on this furniture.
Yeah, and that is regular pass.
Okay. Right. And as you're doing this, you like knock over some things. You knock over a monstera plant, and there's just pots and pans that splatter all over the kitchen floor from the dinner that was made. And then there's just pounding on the door. And then it stops. What are you doing?
Well, I'm going to take a moment and just kind of listen after it stops.
Okay. Meanwhile, in the library and in the terrace, what are you all doing?
Oh, did you hear the gunshot?
Gunshot? It's probably furniture falling.
No, I'm sure I heard a gunshot.
This is Dowling. Did you hear that? Sounds like a gunshot.
Yeah.
Probably just
Were you in the
gas
military by
explosion or
chance?
something.
Wait, sorry. Two of them talked at once.
Were you in the military by any chance?
I mean, I can handle a shotgun pretty well. If this place has a shotgun, I can do something.
Let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Yeah.
We should probably investigate.
Let's check out the others. Let's go to the
I'll
library.
be right behind you.
Okay. So We just go to the library to convene with the others.
Okay. I'm sure some of you just look startled because of this loud noise.
Did you
And-
hear that?
Yeah. You're all there. Clayton and Lucy. You're meeting up with Gertrude and Professor Bassar.
Yeah. Yes, we heard a gunshot. Like it's quite loud. Wait, where's Rupert?
Oh, he's not there.
Where'd Rupert go? Do you two know?
No. But again, let's not get. I think we're all very paranoid after the ridiculous scene that unfolded before us. It's probably furniture falling or a gas explosion of some kind. We should investigate either way, but don't get too much anxiety unless we find that it's warranted.
I just wonder if Jessica has like maybe a gun or something I could use. A shotgun.
You don't think it's warranted? I mean, I've just seen a guy disembowel himself, spraying blood everywhere. This anxiety is warranted. Let's go find Mr. Bevan. I'm going to shout his name.
Yeah, okay. So Rupert, you hear your name being shouted out.
Yeah, I don't respond. My intention at this moment is I'm leaning against this table and I'm just listening to really kind of determine if that thing is going to continue to come through the door.
You can give me a listen roll then.
Okay. No.
Okay. Once again, you don't hear anything. All right. And once again, those in the library, you're calling out for Mr. Bevan. It's echoing throughout this spacious home.
I'll ask a shout for the butler as well.
All right. Yeah, you hear that as well, Mr. Bevan.
Okay.
Anybody?
At this point, I'm gonna leave my position and start to move back toward the reception room and
Okay. The mummy's not there on the table.
Oh, it's not there on the table.
No.
Oh dear.
It's okay, Gertrude. Like,
You can
get
hear
this.
Mr. Bevan's gait as he uses his cane to make his way to the library.
Oh,
Finally, where have you been?
yes, what happened?
Well, the butler is dead, and I'll be damned if it wasn't that mummy.
Where are the police?
When you say it was the mummy, what do you mean by that?
I don't know
Like
where
the
it came
curse?
from. The one that was here on the table. It attacked the
Oh.
butler, damn near twisted his head off.
Oh,
Are you feeling
no.
quite all right?
I'm sorry.
Are you feeling quite all right?
No, I'm not
Did-
all right. I just got attacked.
There's no such thing as mummies are the corpses of people. They don't attack people. I think you mean someone that wore mummy robes, something like that.
But the Professor Hewitt put a curse on us, don't you see?
There's no such thing as curses.
And where did the mummy go?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, looking in the reception room, you'll see that the mummy's gone.
I shot that mummy almost point blank. Practically didn't phase it. Ran into the kitchen and barred the door.
So I wonder if the mummy's been stolen.
Oh goodness,
Who
Professor,
would steal it? No one's here.
you are
Are there
in
any-
denial at this point, Professor.
Are there any tracks in the blood in the reception area of a mummy walking away?
Yeah, there is. There is. And
You see-
it's actually going northeast to like a hidden passageway that's ajar. If you look on the
see
map, it's there.
Mummy prints on the floor.
And everyone roll power again, please.
Ah,
If you fail, lose 5 power.
Pass.
Pass.
I
as well.
somehow keep holding myself together.
Fail.
Okay, if you fail, lose 5 power. Let me
I'm
know
at
if you get the 0.
I'm at 40 right now.
Lucy's looking a little more withered.
And then, Lucy, I think you need to drink some more water.
Yeah, you feel kind
I-
of dry.
I'd rather have some of that whiskey that you're drinking.
Oh, I have some of my own stuff. Like here, he takes out his flask. Here, have some. It's good, especially during these interesting and fun times.
Okay. And at this point, I'd like everyone to make a listen roll as well.
I passed.
Passed.
No.
You hear one of the
Pass.
balloons pop from the drawing room. It just
Hear that?
did anyone get a hard?
No.
Okay. And you're all standing in this reception room
Mhm.
with the empty table and the canopic jars and some other decorations. Blood everywhere. The body of Professor Hewitt.
Rupert, it's really hard to know what to do unless we get a clear picture of what happened in that other room. Are you saying that someone murdered the butler? Is that what happened?
Oh, absolutely. Twisted his head off.
Oh,
I mean, if you want to go look, you are
Oh.
certainly welcome.
oh,
Quite gruesome.
Twisted?
Twisted.
Yes, let's have a look.
Okay, who's going?
Is it safe to go alone with this whoever? I'll still say the mummy is around. I think it's best to stick together, in my opinion.
There's another balloon pop. And now you're
Oh.
hearing the shuffling coming towards you from the drawing room.
no.
Okay, let's go to where was the butler last, Rupert? Can you lead us to it?
I'm
Yes.
gonna go. I'll go
ahead.
see what this is about. Though with the balloons popping, you guys can go that way.
And actually, if no one is gonna stop Clayton, he's gonna take one of the canopic jars.
Okay, so you pick it up, right, to take it.
Yeah, I'll take
And-
the jackal-headed one.
Yeah, sounds good. There's something inscribed underneath it.
Ooh.
Looks like it's in Arabic, though.
Yeah, Clayton doesn't know anything about this. Like,
Temporally, am I still there when she's moving that?
No. Roll sand. Please roll sanity Yeah. as you enter the drawing room.
That's going to be a fail.
All right, D8. Because your worldview has just been shattered.
That's a 5.
That's a 5, so you understand. Well, let's see if you understand. Roll a intelligence, and you're welcome to roll luck for fun. I'm not roll luck. Use luck if you'd like.
I can use luck to go downward.
Yeah, to bump
attempt to
your
fail
intelligence up. Yeah, if you'd like.
Oh, to bump the intelligence. Okay. Yeah, I'll spend 2 luck. Yeah.
Okay, sounds good. So yeah, you lose the 5, and there in the flesh is a shambling mummy, and it looks like it's about to wring your throat out. So it is your turn though, on the combat order.
Okay.
As it just shambles towards you, it pops another balloon as it steps on it.
I will. I suppose I'll run.
Okay. So you've never seen Professor Bassar look so scared in his life. As you
What?
run back into the reception room.
Oh,
Professor.
Professor Bassar, what is it?
I have no. It's unclear what I've. That was not a human being. This is no costume.
It's shambling towards you.
I'm running.
hear
So, yeah.
Oh, I'm going to grab the nearest candle and or kerosene lamp
Okay, yeah.
and throw it at the fucking thing. Sorry, my language.
Right. So if you're all waiting to see it, then roll sanity, please.
Jeez, I've been getting great rolls all night long on pass.
Okay,
failed that
on a
one.
pass, it's going to be 1. On a failure, it's going to be D8. As it comes around the corner, dragging its feet, arms outstretched.
Oh! No, it throws whatever
Give me
it
a
is
throw.
burning at. Oh, throw.
Yeah.
And that I'm probably not very good at. 20. And I got 64. So I
Okay.
throw it right past, hit the curtains, and light the house on fire.
Yeah,
Oh,
it actually does. There's
oh,
fire in the house, and it's starting to
Oops.
spread. The mummy walks through it, and the only thing than a living mummy trying to kill you is a mummy on fire that's trying to kill you.
oh, I'm running. I'm running to the other. I'm getting the fuck out of here.
All right. It's just shambling. Lucy, what are you doing?
Yeah, so I wanted to see the body of the butler.
Okay. So you went ahead, so you don't see it.
Yeah, so it was.
Well, the
in
door is
living room.
barricaded.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do I see any damage to the door?
Yeah, a little. Some of it's cracked. And if you're standing in the kitchen, some of it's bent outward from like the force of a fist hitting it.
I'll take a picture of that.
Okay, very nice. I'm just gonna go on in this initiative order once more. Clayton, you're in this room with the mummy. It's going towards you.
I got one of the canopic jars. I'm gonna run.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah.
All right, Basar, it's your turn.
Where am I?
So you're in the reception room, having seen the mummy, and you ran back, and then you told everyone in the party, and then it just started to shamble outward.
And I'm still in the reception room.
Yeah, probably
Can I have
closer
it?
to the corridor.
Okay, I'll just run to the corridor.
Okay, sounds good. Would you like to do anything else?
Once I'm in the corridor, I guess I'll just run for outside.
Okay, sounds good. All right, and Gertrude, you threw the lamp, and Rupert, it's back.
I'm gonna take another shot at it because that seems like what I can do.
Okay. 1 shot, 3 shots.
Just one.
Okay. So you bravely level your gun. Maybe you're still shaking.
Yeah, I'm still shaking because I failed that roll.
Okay, and it just goes wide. The bullet, the gun gets discharged, and then the bullet flies out the window with a horrible smash. Okay, so the mummy's gonna go towards you, Rupert, now. And would you like to fight back or dodge?
I'm gonna dodge.
Okay. That's really unfortunate. You're gonna need an extreme.
Oh, it's making horrible cat noises.
Yeah. And a fail.
And a fail. Okay. Do you want to spend luck before I roll damage?
I don't have that much luck.
Very well. Okay. Ooh. Yeah. Okay. This is what it does. It really just grips you, and it grips your shoulders, and it squeezes, and you just feel your shoulder blades just snap and get crushed, and you take 8 damage. So, and that's over half. So I'd like you to roll con now because of the major wound.
I'm rolling terrible, so no, I did not pass that.
Okay, you absolutely just lights out. You get knocked out, which is not optimal. Lucy, it's your turn. You crumple.
So
You're still in the kitchen. You're looking.
Mm-hmm. So I hear this a gunshot in the back.
And then you hear just like something snap.
Okay, I can't see the. Yeah, I'm running towards it. It's on the way out.
Okay, yeah, sounds good. And perhaps you even see Professor Bassar running out. You see him running. You see his back. And now, Bassar, you're going to continue running?
Yeah, I don't think there. It looked like Bevan's having quite a time with it, so I don't know if there's anything I can do to stop it. So I think I will keep running.
Okay. And Gertrude?
Oh, I've grabbed the fireplace poker just so that I can keep it away from me if it comes at me. But I'm trying to find a way out. Yeah, are there windows, large windows on this?
Yes.
Are they the kind that a man can open for me? Because
Clayton is there to open a window for you.
Clayton, open a window. I'll lift up my dress and climb out the.
I have one of the canopic jars. I think there's some weird squiggles on it.
Well, smash it. Maybe it's magical or something.
I'll take the time to, with one hand, Carey will open the window for Gertrude.
Okay. And meanwhile, it's shambling towards you.
So I'm going to hike up my dress. Don't look. And try to climb out the window.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay, wonderful. I'd like everyone to roll power now. If you fail, you lose 5.
Oh my God. I got 03.
03. Very nice.
I've gotten a great roll every single time.
So I lost 5 power. I was at 0 magic points, actually. So
this is not magic points. This is just power.
Right, but if my capacity lowers, does it? I don't know how that works. But
we'll just worry about the power value for now. So I believe you're at 35.
I failed too.
Okay, so lower by 5.
Yep, 35 here as well.
Yeah, I failed that.
Yeah, everyone failed, loses 5. If you look at one another, you're really not looking good. You're starting to look like skin and bones.
Only the power losers?
Well, people who have lost power at all.
Can
I haven't lost any power, so.
Yeah. Mummy's looking a little better. Like patches of flesh are starting to
Gertrude, did you lose 10 like the rest of us in the beginning?
Yeah, you lost 10. Everyone lost 10.
I did.
Professor
I did lose
Peter.
10 in the beginning.
And I feel like now that I feel like I'm cursed somehow for the first time, I think I will go back and try to help other people escape.
Okay. Yeah, sounds good. So because you opened that window and you were taking time to do that, the mummy has gotten to you, Clayton. Would you like to fight back or dodge?
A dodge, because I'm better at
Let's roll it.
Okay.
No. Poor Mr. Clayton.
You're going to need a regular or better.
I got extreme success.
Okay. So maybe it lunges forward, trying to grab you, trying to wring the life out of you, and it knocks apart some of these decoration. It goes flying into one of the corners, which is just filled with gold balloons. Lucy, it's your turn. What are you doing? You're still running, and you're feeling weaker.
Do I get to the reception room?
Yeah.
Okay, so I see the scene.
Yeah, you're seeing a mummy that's walking. So please roll sanity. It's trying to kill Clayton, right?
Yeah, I make it.
All right, you make it just 1. And meanwhile, he's opened the window. He's dodged this abomination. Gertrude is already out of the house.
I see Bevan next to the door.
Yeah, Bevan is passed out. It looks like his arms are just folded inwards from the crushing weight.
I try to grab him and carry him out.
Okay, sounds good.
The room is on fire as well. So
yes, it is. Can I get a strength roll?
Yeah.
Okay.
I will spend 3 luck to make it a success.
So perhaps you even drag him out into the corridor. He definitely needs medical attention. He's just knocked out like a light. Clayton, you've just dodged death.
Yeah. And I still have the canopic jar, right? I didn't drop it or anything.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Is it possible for me to still follow Gertrude out the window since I've dodged the mummy? Like, what's the...
If you'd like.
Yeah, because the room was on fire. I finally got Gertrude out. He's gonna go after she's out, so I'll go out the window.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
All right, so you avoid the mummy and then you climb out of the window. Roll luck.
All right.
Because you're doing this in quite a hurry.
Ooh, success.
Success? All right, so you managed to hold on to the canopic jar.
Mm-hmm.
Professor Bassar.
Okay, so
You're outside. You're free. It's nighttime now. You can see smoke and flames.
Gertrude said she was running through the garden. Do I see Gertrude running?
Well, it'd be on the north side, and exiting this building from the terrace would put you on the south side.
Oh, got it. So I don't see anyone within my vision.
You probably hear screaming.
Okay. Can I circle the house?
Of course. Of course. And in that case, you do see Gertrude.
Gertrude, where's Clayton? Where's Rupert? Where's
I
Lucy?
don't know. I'm just trying to get the hell away.
I just got out, so he would see me, right?
You're climbing out, so you're making your way there.
There's a flaming mummy.
Yes, there is.
Do I see Clayton trying to climb out, or is it not let that? Do I not visualize the situation correctly?
You can't see it from this angle. Like, you went around the house, and Gertrude basically met you at one of the corners. So Clayton would be around the corner, climbing out the window at this moment, and you're having this interaction. So Gertrude, and what are you doing as you're having this interaction with Professor Bassar?
I'm running away as I'm doing this.
Okay.
I'm not going to stop to chat with you now, darling.
And in that case, I guess you would see Clayton as he makes his way out, cradling this canopic jar.
Can I help him?
If you'd like, you can maybe assist him, grab him by the shoulder and move. Remember, he's still bloodied and bleeding from the incident with Professor Hewitt, how he stabbed him.
I'm wounded a little bit too, not as badly. Clayton, where's Rupert and Lucy?
I don't know, but I think you can read this. There's something at the bottom of the jar. See, like squiggles or something.
I've got 90.
You've got like 93 in Arabic.
Yeah.
You can definitely read that. So underneath the canopic jar, it mentions something about, it's like a recipe from like almost a cookbook, and the contents of the jars are to be fried and eaten while chanting the warding.
I just suppose I don't have time to talk about this right now, but yes, I do read that. Where you didn't see Rupert and Lucy on your way out?
No, I was helping Gertrude out the window, and the room is on fire. But,
yeah.
So I didn't have time. I was just. But yeah,
we should make sure they're not stuck in the house somewhere, shouldn't we?
Yes, but do you see? There's flames coming out. The smoke will catch us if the flames don't.
All the more reason to get someone out of there.
I think they're just fine. Please.
I don't think they're fine.
Clayton doesn't have time. He's just trying to get out, he just he shoved the canopic jar into Professor's hands because he knows how to deal with that better.
Wonderful. All right, so Rupert, you are unconscious and you're being dragged into the corridor. I'd like everyone to make a power roll again.
Me as well?
Yes. Okay. If you fail, lose 5. Power.
Okay. Did
Lose
fail.
5.
Finally.
30 power left.
35.
Yeah.
I'm missing every roll so far.
I'm glad I'm not the only one failing.
Right. Just patches of hair are starting to fall out now from all of you.
Even me, I've only lost.
Oh, no, not you,
15.
Gertrude. You're too wonderful.
I guess I wouldn't want my
Slowly.
beautiful, luxurious hair to
Exactly.
fall out.
Sounds good. All right. Now that stuff has calmed down, the house is on fire, the Grange is on fire, and it's slowly spreading. What's everyone doing? Just out of combat.
So I just pull Bevan out and onto the terrace.
Yep.
And there is no CPR. I mean, I just leave him there. There's nothing I can do.
Okay. If you have first aid, you're welcome to use it. Try and wake him up. Or you can do
it's
something
different
else.
from medicine. No, yeah, I tried. I used first aid. Yeah. Okay. No.
Okay. Was that a fumble?
Almost 92.
All right. That's good. So, all right. What's everyone else doing?
Would attempting first aid on him after Lucy be pushing the roll?
Yes.
And I only have base first aid.
And if you fail, you'll basically kill him.
Well, that's fine because he'll die anyway.
Great.
Otherwise, he'll be dead.
I also only have base. Can I support him in pushing the roll?
No.
No. All right. So you're really getting desperate.
Oh, that sucks. Let me see if I can.
You can't spend luck on a push roll.
Luck. Oh, damn it.
Okay. So in your with the adrenaline pumping, you kind of mistakenly start doing chest compressions on him. And then you just hear his ribs snap. Oh. Everyone roll sand. Because Rupert Bevan is dead.
Well, I'm far outside, so I don't know.
Okay.
Does rolling
Yeah,
a one?
I'm outside too.
Does
All
rolling
right.
a one do anything? I don't think it does.
Take one. You're gonna take minimum because you did just kill someone accidentally. And everyone else in the area?
I've probably gotten out to the road.
All right, yeah, you've gotten out to the road.
I imagine her place is quite a ways from the
It is.
town.
It's a long dirt road.
I'm running along the dirt road with my dress hiked up and my high heels poking little holes in the
I might
dirt.
be following a Gertrude, trying to help her.
You can probably
Yeah,
catch up
sounds
and
good.
pass me.
Yeah, or just can I carry Gertrude? Like,
Oh, probably not, darling. I'm a little bit heavy.
oh no.
All
This,
right.
I look at the professor. Does he look as drained and basically
Oh yeah,
dying
he
as I am?
looks like shit. You don't remember him looking that old.
Professor, you look the way that I'm feeling.
And you're looking at Lucy, Professor Bassar, and she looks way older than she initially looked as well.
Something has happened to us. We have been permanently scarred.
I think it's still going on. I feel weaker by the minute.
It's the curse.
All right.
She's sucking our life energy.
All right, make a power roll.
No.
All right, lose 5. Everyone. This is for everyone, no matter what distance away you are.
Do you know a way of stopping this curse? You must have stumbled upon things like that in the past.
My research has focused on the material world as it has been understood by science. I can't make anything of this. It doesn't even seem to be in my field.
So you're useless.
I suppose.
Great.
Okay.
She looks back at the house. Do you think there's something in there in the books that you can read fast?
You can make an idea roll after you said that.
80.
Want to spend luck?
I don't have enough luck.
And everyone can make this idea roll who's at the building.
Oh, that's theoretically.
Not an extreme success.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. So there might be some books. You are aware that Miss Pemberly does have a journal as well.
Yeah, while like he's with Gertrude, an idea popped in his head that, wait, there's Jessica has a journal. We need to go back, Gertrude.
You're out of your mind. You want to go back?
But look at us. You're not as young as you. I'm sorry to say, you don't look quite youthful. I'm not. I bet I look like shit too. But we need to go back.
It must be the curse. The thing is draining our life force. That nasty Mr. Professor Hewitt did this to us.
Exactly, but she had a journal. There might be something that could help us.
But what use could I be? I'm
your fan. Remember, you thwarted the mummy with your fan. Remember that moment. Carry that moment.
I threatened Mr. Professor
Hewitt with the fan. Yes. What I mean by that is that you
dirty
are
son of a bastard.
You are a capable woman.
Oh.
Use that fan for your fan can help us. Come on, Gertrude. Let's go.
I don't have anyone to protect me, so I have to go back with you, don't I?
I'll protect you, Gertrude. He tries to give her a reassuring hug.
Take off these fucking shoes and I can walk barefoot. It'd be much better.
Yes, toss away those shoes. Let's go. Let's go, Gertrude. We can do this. We can do this.
Meanwhile, those back at the Grange. Farouk Bassar and Lucy Dowling. What are you doing?
When I recall the bottom of the canoptic jar, was it giving just instructions to do something without a result of doing it? Right.
It says chant the warding.
And did it say that there would be some specific benefit, or some specific result? Or was it just, chant the warning or the warding?
So
warding.
WARD. So warding is most likely protections or.
Might I think that the warding was the hieroglyphics contained on the jar, or unlikely?
No, you didn't see anything about like a warding or like a chant at all on the jars itself. There's also 3 other jars inside.
Oh, yeah. I will return inside.
Into the burning building. Okay. Bold. Lucy, are you following?
What are you doing?
We have to stop. There's one chance out. Either we wait here and die, or we go to the source of the problem and see if we can cut it from the stem.
So you want to fight the mummy, or what are you looking for?
No,
I'll follow him while we talk.
Rupert is the result of trying to fight the mummy. He stands as a grim warning, a canary in the coal mine, as it were. We're not trying to fight the mummy.
Okay,
then I'm hoping for a good idea on your part.
So the mummy is nowhere to be seen. The reception room is almost covered in flames. And the jars are through the flames.
I want to gather all of the jars awkwardly in my arms and try to get them all and hold them. Bring
so
them.
You're going to have to run through some fire if you want to do that. So
I'll go get some water too.
All right, from the kitchen?
Cool him off when he gets out.
Sure.
Because he's running directly in. So.
Okay, so that is, are you getting water from the kitchen or the bathroom?
Bath is directly next to the fire. I go to the kitchen.
Okay, roll luck.
No, that's a fail.
Okay. You're hearing shambling from the kitchen.
Getting slower, moving backwards.
So you're like, oh, very nice. Meanwhile, the reception room is still burning.
Where are the police?
I don't know.
Clayton, I give you my fireplace poker with a hook on it.
Okay. And you're basically at the Grange again?
Yes. We came back probably to the same window we climbed out of.
Okay. Well, I suppose you'd see the dead body of Rupert laying up in the front because...
Oh, poor Rupert.
Oh, God.
Yeah, so roll sanity for me, please. It's going to be a 0/1 sand loss.
Pass.
Okay.
Oh, he's dead. Oh, my goodness.
Okay,
His shoulder blades have been crushed.
Don't look. Here. Take a swig of my flask. Here.
Oh.
Some alcohol would help.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Thank you, darling.
Okay. Yes, there you go.
Meanwhile, back inside, you're waiting for water, but it's not coming. Lucy runs down the corridor.
I'll go without the water.
Okay.
Did you drink the entire thing?
Only about half, darling, but now I feel much more up to fighting this monster.
All right, I'll
And
take a
then
con
I-
roll as you run through fire and smoke, and it's just filling up.
That's a 91.
Okay, so yeah, you burn yourself, but let's say you get a little lucky, 1 damage. And you grab the canopic jars, all of them.
And then I want to, if she, I wonder if the journal is on her person or in her room or something.
Well, most people keep their journals in their rooms.
I'll try to head to where I think her room would be most likely.
Okay. Yeah, that might be upstairs.
There's no
Or-
upstairs.
But let's go to Miss Pemberly. You start to wake up.
And what part of the house am I in?
You are in the library. You've woken up on a sofa. It smells like smoke.
Yeah. As soon as I come to kind of my senses, I look around and I see the smoke and I'm like really disoriented. Like, what is going on? Where is everyone?
And you're hearing that being called out. All of
Is
you.
it?
She's awake. She can help us. I'll run towards the library
Do we
Okay.
all hear it?
while
Yes.
Yeah, you all
Professor
hear it.
is carrying this stuff.
Oh, my beloved Jessica. I mean, like Jessica.
What have you done to my house?
No need to explain. We have to. Where's your journal? Like,
What do you want with my journal?
there might be something. I just thought about. There might be something in there. I think at this point we're all in the same area.
You
Uh,
are completely crazy people. What are you going on about?
You do remember that you did get a letter addressed to you, just signed from HC, but you haven't had a chance to open it yet because of the preparations for the party. And that's tucked into your journal.
Okay. I guess I can help. Can you explain what is going on? I don't understand.
Oh, well, the unwrapping party is a success in a sense where the mummy is alive. Anywho,
Oh my.
and your businessman Rupert is dead.
Oh, well.
Oh my God.
Sorry.
And I would like, but yeah, there's something in the journal that could help us. Look at us, we're getting older. See, look, I'm not as handsome as I used to be.
Oh, yes, you look very bad. Very bad.
Exactly.
You need some moisturizer, dear.
But well, I would ask Mason for some moisturizer, but he's also dead.
You killed my butler.
No, the mummy killed him. Oh my God.
My golly, I'm going to have to really think about the guest list next time. This is terrible. You are all terrible guests.
We're not the cause of this, Miss Jessica.
Fine. Let's go to my bedroom. We'll get my journal.
Yes. We're all going to the bedroom.
Okay, you're hearing sirens in the distance.
Yeah, and I will get my journal, and I will hand Clayton my journal, and I will read the letter myself.
Perhaps you meet Lucy there as well as they're going upstairs.
Okay.
There's a lot of smoke, but you are able to retrieve your journal that you've been writing in, and you open up the letter, and it is in Arabic.
Okay. And I suppose I don't speak any or read
No, but
Yeah.
it does say for your protection, and it's signed HC.
Okay.
You do know, as owner of the establishment, that there is a Arabic to English translation book in the library that hasn't caught on fire yet.
Okay. Yeah, and I will I will tell them that I have this letter, but I need to translate it.
Wait, Jessica, where's the professor?
Where is the professor at this time?
I was trying to look for her bedroom upstairs.
Okay, so let's say you find her.
Yes.
And I'm holding all these jars.
Oh, I can help you with that, Professor.
Okay.
Professor, do you happen to read Arabic?
It's my native language.
Oh, excellent. Could you read this letter, please? It says, for my protection.
The dead shall stay dead. The past is the past, for we are the present and the future. We consume what once was to protect ourselves from what should not be.
Right.
We have to say that.
I believe so. I believe this is the warding the jars were referring to. There is a sort of ritual I think we must perform if we are to fully eliminate this curse from us. Now that I have all the canoptic jars with me, can I read all four of them?
Strange thing, only the bottom of one of them is engraved. It looks like it was, upon closer inspection, it was added on like after, like a note, because the other jars, they don't have any writing at all.
I will follow the instruction on the jar to the letter.
Okay, so it's basically a recipe. So you'd have to season the contents inside and cook it.
Rupert, in an attempt to save his own life, barred up the kitchen. We are going to need to remove that barricade.
Creatures in the kitchen. So Lucy is trying to be very silent most of the time, while you guys are talking loudly normally. So she's staying in the background.
And I'm assuming everyone's upstairs at this point.
Yeah.
All right, then make a listen roll.
Success.
Okay. With success, you're hearing creaking as something is putting weight on the stairs.
I spent 2 points to make it hard.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it's probably coming up the stairs.
Jessica, do you have a gun or something?
The diagram shows a servant stairs. Do you know your way to that?
Jessica.
Jessica.
Yes, I do. I don't make frequent trips there, but yes.
Let's go.
Okay. So with the guidance of Jessica, you're able to make your way down the stairs and avoid whatever is lurking around the corner. What's everyone doing now? The reception room is fully on fire. Thick black smoke has eaten up the curtains. The balloons have just started popping from the heat.
We need to remove the barricade on the kitchen.
The barricade is on the scullery.
Oh.
So we can enter the other way, through the servants' hall and the livery, right?
So if we go through the servants' hall, we avoid the fire the longest. So that would be best.
Yeah. Let's do this quickly. We don't have that much time.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you rush into the kitchen. Fire in the background. Who's cooking?
Well, Farouk knows the recipe.
Which skill is that?
Oh, I just need to know who's cooking.
Mummy cooking.
I'll cook. I'll cook.
Okay. So you start your preparations. You open up these canopic jars and you start to get the contents ready. And when you pour out the contents, I'd like everyone to make a sand roll because you're seeing bulbous and glistening organs with fluid.
Fumble?
And they should not be like that. The fail is going to be a D4. Success is 0. These should be dried up. What's everyone else doing?
I'll try to bar the door of the kitchen.
Yeah, same. I'll help her with that.
Okay, well, there's only enough furniture to really block one door, and the scullery is already barricaded with furniture. So are you going to be moving the stuff from the scullery to the kitchen? Okay, got it.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds good. Right, and Rupert, you're starting to get cooking. You pick up some pots and pans. You start to turn on the stove. You get the seasonings ready. And it smells awful.
Rupert is dead.
Oh, you mean Farouk?
Oh, Farouk, sorry.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my God, I was like, Rupert rose from the dead.
And then there's...
Go ahead.
There's a point where I'd like you to make a listen roll as Rupert starts to cook.
Ooh.
17. Got it.
Okay. So you're starting to hear this shambling. And is 17 a hard?
It's a hard.
Okay. Then this shambling, it's going south to north, but it's not coming up the corridor. You hear it, Gertrude, going through one of the walls, the west wall specifically.
Like smashing through the wall?
No, it's like there's a passageway in the wall.
Like
going to the scullery.
Secret passageway.
Yes.
I'm going to try to see where there might be a hidden door coming into the room.
Right.
And try to block it.
Okay. Yeah, then give me a spot hidden.
Now I get a lousy roll. 89.
Okay. Well, I will give you this piece of information. There is no passageway or anything in the kitchen itself. And I'll even allow you an intelligence roll because you did see the map.
Missed my intelligence by 2. I'll spend luck.
Okay, so spending some luck points, you do remember. I'll let you look at the blueprint once more. You're remembering the layout, and there might be a passageway because you're hearing movement coming from inside the walls itself. I'll zoom in.
Yeah, I see from the reception area.
Yeah. So yeah, it might go to the scullery, which isn't barricaded anymore.
Now, we're in the scullery?
You're in the kitchen,
Okay.
and you've blocked that south doorway into the kitchen.
And we unblocked the scullery.
So what are you doing
So
with that information?
we need to block the other door.
Is that what you tell us, Gertrude?
Yes, we need to block the other door, darlings. He'll be able to get into the scullery, or it will be able to get into the scullery.
Okay. Dowling, let's block that passageway right now.
All right, give me a strength roll.
Oh, I actually passed it.
Okay,
I may look delicate, darling, but I've got muscles.
cool.
32, yeah, pass.
Yeah, and
I'll
you basically
spend-
swing all the furniture over the scullery door just as it starts pounding on it.
Jesus.
Go away,
good ears.
mummy!
You have good ears, Gertrude. Very good ears.
All right, wonderful, wonderful. I'd like everyone to make a power roll again. And if you fail, lose 5.
Yes.
I'm down to
I'm
15. I'm old like Rupert.
20.
20. Okay, nice. And Professor Vassar continues to cook, maybe put some garlic in, salt and pepper. And he's making it smell much better. And let's roll.
That's really a priority right now.
Yeah.
So when you've done cooking it, do you just throw it at the mummy or what?
Do we have to eat that?
Yes.
Oh,
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 is there some alcohol in the kitchen we can drink with it? Like some,
there's probably, that would be down in this summer.
we'll use the last batch I have in my flask.
Oh.
Just
A fist goes through the scullery door.
Cook faster.
Then help.
Yeah, I'll try to push against the
All right,
barricade.
so you're using your body to support this door
Yeah.
as more and more of it starts to get just splinters and it gets pounded.
I'm
me a-
going to
Go ahead.
grab the cleaver and run over to it. And as its fist comes through the door, I'm going to try to chop off its arm.
Yeah, give me a fighting brawl roll.
93.
93. It goes as well as you expect.
I hand it to a man to do the
Okay.
job.
I guess.
All right, so
Clayton.
you run forward, you chop downwards with the cleaver, and it bends. So there's like in the metal of the cleaver, there's an impression, and then you just hand it over to Clayton.
I don't think this is effective, Gertrude.
All right. For those of you supporting the door, I'd like a strength roll.
32 is a success.
Okay. Sure.
51 is a success.
Okay. So Gertrude, Lucy, you're holding on to the door. I want to understand what Jessica's doing as well.
Jessica is sort of over by Professor Farouk,
Mhm.
and she is observing disapprovingly at the dish that is being cooked up.
Right.
Um,
Well, it's no roast.
yeah,
It's kind of a jerky.
yeah. And I'm like, are you sure that we really have to eat this? Because this isn't very tasty looking pate, I have to say.
Taste is not a concern. We're trying to save all of our lives against this horrible curse, and you'll eat your vegetables, as it were.
Jessica, don't worry. I saw some alcohol we can all share. Hopefully it'll help it go down a bit better.
All right.
All right, so this door is just being smashed. It's splintering outward. Chunks of it are just scattering over the floor, and you're desperately trying to hold it in place.
Cook, it should
Rupert?
be ready by now.
Dinner's ready.
Is it ready yet?
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
let's do
Okay,
this
we
quick.
got to leave the door to run over here and gobble
You
up
do.
the food. Don't use the good china.
Does everybody has to do this?
I think we all have, it gives us protection from the mummy.
Yes.
don't care.
I think anyone who
Okay.
doesn't have.
Do we
I
have
even,
to eat all of it? That's a question.
I think to
or
be
just
safe, we
divide?
should divide it evenly.
Yeah, let's do it. I still have some alcohol. Let's do this. I don't care how horrible it's gonna taste.
Okay, so you're gonna run over and leave the door in order to grab this food and start eating it.
Quickly, yes.
All right, in that case, with one more just slam, door flies open. There's still some table and furniture blocking the way, but it is there, and it is attempting to climb over the furniture. What's everyone doing?
Running towards the food. Give us
Okay.
the organs.
Food.
Yeah, I'll take a con roll if you're eating it.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to get down.
Well, it depends on how well
26.
he seasoned it. I got a 23.
Success.
It just tastes like
Pass.
something exotic.
Pass, pass,
Fail.
fail. Lucy. All right. So, would you like to spend any luck, Professor?
Yeah.
So
It's
you hurl it up just a little. You feel the acid go up your throat, and then you force yourself to swallow it back down, and it's pretty nasty. And you can't quite get over the fact that this is a human being's organs. So, and it's climbing over. It's climbing over the table. It's almost in the room. What's everyone doing?
Finishing up.
No. Yeah.
Now you've eaten parts of it.
Say the magic spell.
What does it say?
Yes, I'll recite the incantation.
Okay.
I tried to, like in the church, chant it after him.
Same.
Okay. So you all start chanting the incantation. Who has the lowest luck?
Me by far, probably.
Okay.
I'm at 30.
I've got 65.
10.
I got 49. Oh, 10.
Okay, then I would say the mummy has made it over, and it's going for Professor Bassar. Would you like to dodge, fight back, or continue chanting?
Continue chanting.
How much health do you have?
I lost 3, and then that puts me at 6.
Oh, okay. Well, today's your lucky day. You take 5. As it comes up behind you, and it like grabs you by the torso and squeezes. You just hear make a con roll.
Start hitting it.
All right, you're gonna start hitting it while chanting. Give me a fighting brawl.
Fail on the con.
Fail on the con. Okay.
06.
06.
Yeah,
Okay.
That is an extreme once again.
And I join in with the fire poker.
Yeah, so you basically lay into it, and
Auto
Professor
4.
Bassar, you get out the last of the chant as you lose consciousness, as your ribs have been just compressed. And this mummy, it holds, and you're expecting it to squeeze more as you're fading consciousness, but it just stops, and it just falls to the ground, dead eternal once more. And then
Let's make
you pass
sure of
out.
that. Where's the cleaver?
And you're hearing the sirens outside. They get they get closer, and now the hallway is on fire.
We have to run out of the house.
We need to get out.
Right, the hallway's on fire, and there's a bit of a barricade to the scullery. What's everyone doing?
Is there a window we can all climb out of?
Yeah, there's a window in the kitchen.
Yeah, I smashed the window.
Yeah, let's
All right, you
go.
smash the window. Who's jumping
lady-
out?
Ladies first, go. Gertrude, Jessica, go.
We have to get the professor.
Oh yeah, that. I mean, ladies first, and we'll get the professor.
Okay, once more, the fire is eating away at the wooden furnishings. Who's jumping out a window?
Moi.
Take a jump
Me.
roll.
I'm going to get the professor together with Clayton.
Okay. Oh, who's jumping first?
I'll jump first. Well, I'll let Lucy go first. She's faster than I am.
All right, Lucy,
Oh,
why
you're
don't you
getting
make,
you're getting the professor, right? All right, then I'm going up first.
all right, make a jump roll as you're basically jumping out of a window.
Let's see how well I jump for an old lady. Jump. 81. I land flat on my face outside.
All right, you once again you lacerate yourself on the jagged
Broken
glass,
glass.
and you take 2 damage.
Oh dear.
But you are sprawled on the grass outside. Who's next?
I will go next.
All right, give me a jump roll.
No, failed by 10.
All right, you also lacerate yourself 1. Clayton, you're waiting for Lucy and Farouk.
Yeah, I'm actually helping Lucy get Farouk since he's the one who helped us. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're helping Lucy get the professor out. All right, so how are we going to do this?
Okay.
Yeah, hand him out. I'll help. I'm injured, but I'm okay.
I'm sorry. Just let's push him out since it's already 2 other people. Okay, let's do this. Let's push the professor out first.
I just keep his head from hitting the ground.
Can I do that? Oh, it'll be
Yeah, of course.
okay. Push him out.
Okay, let me find out what kind of roll this would be to gently move someone out. Yeah, why don't you just roll a D100?
From
45.
Me? 45. Oh.
45? Okay, then I would say you were able to lower out Farouk safely out the window, tenderly, because his ribs are like basically crushed and he's going to be twisted for the rest of his life. And once Professor Vassar is out and safe from the burning building, I'm assuming Lucy and Clayton, you're both going to jump out?
Yeah.
All right, I'll take a jump.
Nope.
Nope.
Okay, you both take 2 damage. But you make it out safe as the fire consumes Pemberly Grange. And the sirens, they get closer and closer as the police have now arrived. And they get out of their cars and you're just looking at the building as it's being consumed. All of you have survived. And that was the Mummy of Pemberly Grange.
Well, all of us didn't survive.
Except
Oh,
for
yes.
Rupert.
Except for Rupert.
Oh well.
and the butler and the bastard who started this whole thing.
Yep.
Fucking Hewitt. Excellent.
That was an exciting party, Jessica. Can you throw it again?
I did. No,
I will burn
This
your
is not my-
reputation on the stake.
no, Mrs. Dowling, I was wanting to have a conversation with you, I hope.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I bet.
Is it possible that perhaps you could write this story in a positive light?
I take 1 cent for that. Yeah.
Wonderful. So the story was that Professor Jonathan Hewitt, he was a cultist, part of the Children of Ren Pet, a cult worshipping the Egyptian goddess of eternity, fertility, and the symbols that you saw on his chest. And he knew that the mummy was a high priestess, so he was basically using this ritual to restore it to life once more. And he basically wanted to have it kill everyone who participated in this sacrilegious pastime of unwrapping a mummy. And he thought it'd be fitting. The reason why there was a writing on the bottom of the canopic jar was that another like cult, they were basically opposing the Children of Ren Pet, and they wanted to like inscribe this like a safety mechanism to stop it from coming back. And that was that.
Very nice.
Very nice.
Our players included Chase Kapner, Janelle Hippel, Jan Schlegel, Julian Arba, and myself, with Alex Sun as the keeper of the secrets. We have a Discord server where you can chat with our other members. You can set up private games and learn the finer arts of gameplay and game mastering. We provide audio-only versions of our shows free for you to download from Podbean or iTunes. If you'd like to help support our show, please visit our Patreon account. Just $1 a month helps us a lot. Like, share, and subscribe to our channel, and punch the bell icon for updates on our latest shows, and leave us some comments. We enjoy reading them and answering any questions you might have. This is Tom Rayleigh, together with all the members of our gaming club, inviting you to journey with us once again into the darkness for another adventure into the universe of H.P. Lovecraft and the Call of Cthulhu role-playing game. Until next time, good luck and good gaming.